going on? This is My Life in the Shop. Your host, John Watson. I got two stories for you guys. One of them, 16-year-old Kierra Moore, killed on 3100 block of West Polk Street on West Side Chicago. I'm also bringing you guys the Grambling State University mass shooting with one gone and like 19 injured. Can't even send our children to college. This world is beginning to look quite strange to me. Let's get to 16-year-old. Her birthday was the next day, her birthday was on October 15th. She was shot in a drive-by October 14th in Lawndale. Here's the kicker, man. Why am I the only person? I just watched this news story. On the 3100 block of West Polk Street, the reporter just said, right on the corner of 3100 block of West Polk Street in Albany. Why am I the only person pointing out this camera and wondering, hey, how come all these shootings are on camera? The reporter's even standing underneath the camera and no witnesses. I'm like, do y'all not look up? Why am I the only person pointing this out? How is this a very hard thing to see? I watched a live last night where there was a person shot, and all in that live was cameras everywhere. Also, y'all look. I got a daughter, and the easiest thing to do is to teach her, there was a young brother driving down the block and just dumped his whole meal out on the street. And my daughter said, oh my God, look at that trash. Because I told her, look here, don't have some pride in your community. The easiest thing we could do collectively, that's so easy. I tell her, don't ever litter. And then when I see garbage, I pick it up. And I let her see. And when she got something in her hand, don't you dare throw that on the ground. You pick that up. You put it in your pocket. You got a popsicle or something, you wrap it up, you bring it in the house. Or you put it in your pocket. She got that at 7. Easy. Anyway, let's move on. College recruiter called her that day, or if I'm not mistaken, I don't know, the day of. They're saying she was destined to go to the WNBA, loved basketball, had a twin sister. From what I understand, the story is that she was either coming home or getting inside of an Uber when somebody blocked that Uber off and they jumped out and ran and shot at her and her twin sister. Her twin sister thought that she was behind her, and she was not. Will forever be traumatized. They celebrated her on her birthday. Birthday was the very next day. We have so much talent coming out of the Chicagoland area that could be NBA, football, legends. This happened at 11:30 p.m. I can't help but to watch the comments because I go through all the comments and I can't help but to look at them. Somebody was saying that, my daughter's traumatized even going to school. And I see my comments. I have everybody from every community on my page. And I read my comments. And I see somebody say, y'all need to move. Because here's what's going on. The mayor and the Fraternal Order of Police, they at odds. And the police and the mayor, they ain't seeing eye to eye. And no question, they going to do bare minimum. They going to come to the spot, pick that child up, and they going to go home. I told y'all that 90% of the murders are unsolved, and they could solve them. And here's how they could solve them. Nobody cooperates. I know a lot of y'all say, they could cooperate. All they got to do is somebody need to come forward. That is not how it works, and it never will. What happens is this. You catch somebody on that block a day or two later with some drugs or something. And say, you have a felony conviction. This is your third one. You facing 50 years, partner. But you give me somebody in this case. And the hardest criminal, youngsters, make no mistake, The hardest killers in your community will be in that interrogation room like, oh yeah, he did it, he did it, he did it. When they want a murder solved, they get it solved. Make no mistake, don't question that, because it's no question they will get it solved. The FBG duck. Oh, what happened? Magnificent Mile. Oh, they lost millions. Oh, they brought the FBI, CIA. They even had the DA. The DA. And I'm going to tell you why they had the DA. They pulled one of them killers into that room. And they told him, hey, playboy, you facing the rest of your life. And they even said something like, oh, we may even push for that chair, homeboy. Test us if you want to. You finna give us this because y'all ain't coming uptown. You come uptown, there's consequences. And we accede to that, and they saw to that. Make no mistake, that ain't going unsolved. And it wasn't. Getting to this, man, come on, people. Yo, you mean to tell me that we can't even send our children to college? We can't even send our children to college. Homecoming, what should be a glorious celebration, having a blast with your friends. The young fellas, you getting on the ladies. Young ladies, you getting dressed up. It's about celebration. It's about football games, basketball games. It's about relaxing. And here it is, once again, the usual suspects, sad to say. And here he is, even politically. Y'all, people like, oh, bro, don't go politically. Well, wait, how's that worked out for us? I'm going to ask you a question. How's that worked out for us? If you see that tactic going straight backwards, how's that worked out for us? Because one thing we fail to realize is what we have to factor in is human nature. They can't find nobody to work none of these jobs. It's human nature. If I say, hey, I'm going to pay your food, your light bill, gas bill, and free mortgage, free rent, I'm not working. What? I'm at the crib. Human nature. No way would I get out there. They're not releasing. They do have a warrant for somebody. They do have a warrant. In one of those shootings, there's two of them. Grambling State University, 1 deceased, 19 injured. 1 a.m. in the dining hall at Homecoming, Louisiana. Second one within a week. Everybody has guns. 2021. It's not safe to send our children anywhere in our community. Unfortunately. People criticize me. They're like, oh man, you talk about the Democratic Party? How dare you? Yo man, it's the better of two evils. Is it? Let's talk about how the family structure is devoured. Let's talk about our family structure. We have to. Why aren't we talking about solutions? If you're talking 90% of all the murders, all the gang members, every negative statistic share one common denominator. 90% of the issues come one common denominator, and that's the only one common denominator we avoid. And we're the only ones going backwards. Our ancestors fought and perished for us to be where we're at. It's people that come here and they like, what are y'all fighting for? Yo, I can't even get food in my country. I'm fighting just to eat. What are y'all fighting for? What is y'all beefing for? A block that you own nothing on? A beef, a social media beef because somebody said something to you? Now, the young girl, if this is not some sort of, this young girl, a young girl, 16, something else going on. that don't make no sense at all to me. Even if it's a young man, even fighting is crazy. But why would you feel the need to shoot? That something ain't adding up, man. A lot of people think a lot of stuff ain't adding up. It ain't adding up to me either. Cameras get license plates, even if it's dark outside. The innocent people that just had nothing to do with nothing are getting shot, and for what? Something ain't adding up, man. Nevertheless, man, the police is like, hey, the mayor, look here, you have at it. You do you. You ain't gonna stand up for us. Peace. So now, if they can't, even if they go to work now, they're gonna be like, y'all have at it. Oh, I got a call over here. Okay, we'll pick you up and we gonna leave. Everybody's at the scene taping. How many detectives do y'all see asking questions? None. They pick you up and they leave. I've been there. I've been to several scenes, a lot. Video, and they pick the person up. They'll tape it off. Get back, get back. They'll put you back, and they leave. They don't even ask a question. A lot of people write me and say, hey, do you have any information on this person's? Detectives didn't even call me. Didn't even ask. Didn't even want to ask. Ain't calling. These detectives ask these people. Ask these people parents. Detectives ain't called them once. Ain't questioned nobody. Ain't asked nobody. And make no mistake, they could get every single one of these. No question. No question. They know how to do it. Capture somebody else with something else. Capture them with they second, third pistol. And say, hey, homeboy, face a 45 and we gonna push for it. We make sure you do fair time, 45 years. You finna give up last week's homicide on this block. And who did it. And where we can find that person. Homeboy, we'll put you in solitary confinement. You think about that until we get back. Open that cell door. Oh, Bob did it, Mike did it, Joe did it. Woo, they sing like a bird. Young fellas, y'all think that, the killer on your block, that dude hard as nails, he'll never say nothing. That'd be the first dude snitching. Tell me I'm lying. Y'all gonna learn it. You'll see. The hardest dude you think on your block, biggest killer you think will walk in there and tell him nothing. Be the first one singing like a bird when they tell him you're facing 50. You get out maybe 85. We'll see that your great grandkids will be able to come visit you. They'll be like, oh, well, okay, all right, well, yeah, I know who did it. They know how to solve this. They just don't want to. Make no mistake about that. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace, peace.